Caitlin Clark, the star player for the Indiana Fever, recently spoke about the so-called rivalry between her team and the Chicago Sky. She made it clear that the rivalry exists more in the media than in the minds of the players. "I think we're just taking it one game at a time, and I think that's why we've been able to be successful in the stretch, because we haven't looked too far ahead," Clark said. "It's the game that's always just right in front of us. I'm pretty sure the only people that view this as a rivalry is all of you. Like for us, it's just a game of basketball, that's what it is." Clark acknowledged that if the increased attention and rivalry helps move the women's game forward, then that's a positive thing. And if it's going to help move the game forward, absolutely, like that's amazing, that's what it should be. Like, people could talk about it, she said. The Indiana Fever player noted that she had seen the high ticket prices for the upcoming matchup, but she was surprised the game wasn't being played at the United Center in Chicago. "I thought that would have been really good for the game and really good for all the women's basketball fans in Chicago," Clark explained. "So maybe there's a conflict of some sort that I don't know about, obviously that's a little above my pay grade." Despite the hype, Clark reiterated that the Fever's focus remains on the task at hand. "We're excited, one game at a time. You kind of got to wipe this and learn from it, and we travel tonight and get there and practice, and it's a prep, and then you're playing the next day at 4 p.m., she said. Clark believes the two prior matchups between the Fever and Sky have really lived up to what everybody expected and just really great basketball games, honestly. And if the increased attention helps grow the women's game, then the Fever is all for it. As you heard right there, Caitlin Clark, so many words said, is no rivalry, but between the Chicago Sky, the media makes it an actual rivalry, the commentator noted. And pretty much the Indiana Fever, they're worried about winning games and playing their next game, and that's it, not about playing Angel Reese, not about playing the Chicago Sky and all the hoopla that goes with it. But if it's going to grow women's basketball, then they're all for being in the mix and the top that goes with playing the Chicago Sky. The commentator concluded by stating that it is definitely going to be another big-time game that will be watched by a lot of people, and invited the audience to share their thoughts in the comments section.